Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is the business edition. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you would like to catch the show live. And today we're going to be doing business and just a little touch of Sillyville. So first, we have an update. The Arizona App Store bill also died spontaneously. Suddenly, it vanished. It was abducted by aliens. I'm pretty sure it took a trip over to the border to Roswell and just... So this one was the bill that would have forced Google and Apple to have alternative ways to purchase things on their devices. It passed the one group. It was set to be voted on. The other one, it just vanished. And they're like, we're not going to be talking about it again this year. So there it went. I guess Google came down. It's like, either Google came down and said, hey, here's $50 billion for next campaign, or they said, I know what you looked at on the internet last night. Look. And so those ones are not going anywhere. So just a little update. The law is not changing. Speaking of things that have died, as of yesterday, Cortana... Cortana died on Android and iOS yesterday. Such a wonderful, grand idea to have an always listening AI bot listening for you and interacting with, but it is now gone. And so they have been shutting it down. They shut it off of a smart speaker a couple weeks ago. We covered that. And now they are shutting it down on the Android and iOS devices as well. You can still manage calendars and stuff on some other app that they mentioned. I guess it's Microsoft's To-Do app. So you can still manage stuff over there, but no more talking to Cortana. So whatever that's worth, I say good riddance, Cortana. Now, if you can only kill it from the desktop as well, that would be neat. AT&T lobbies against nationwide fiber, says that 10 Mbps uploads are good enough. There's even a comment here, this is how stupid they were down here. Was it AT&T's part, or was it somebody else's part? Somewhere in the article, they're talking about, in this current day right now, though, where you got 2 or 3 kids at home Zooming on their meeting and at least one parent at home Zooming for their work, and you have streaming going on. They're like, but the download's good. Hey, guys, streaming all that video causes a significant upload, too. And that's really what they didn't talk about. So, of course, there's been some proposal in the... I'm going to call it the Biden administration, because that's how they've always been done. No Biden-Harris administration. Biden administration wants to see a reciprocal 100 down, 100 up. I'm all on board with that. Bring it on. Force those guys to actually give us what we paid them billions of dollars over the last 30 years to do. Please. Somebody over there hold these ISPs accountable. Say no more multi-billion-dollar bonuses for your stupid executives until you actually do what we actually paid you since the 90s to do. But anyway, basically what AT&T is saying here is, hey, we don't actually need any of this. We're doing just fine on our internet. And the rest of you guys watching from everywhere that's not United States are still laughing hysterically over the fact that we can't even get better than 10-100, or 110, I guess, for $100. That's what I'm paying. I'm paying over $100. I think I have maybe 150 down and 10 up. And my internet bill has been doubling. It was 50 when I first moved in here 3 years ago. It's just going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. It's like, when's this going to stop? And so there we have it. So Democratic Party wants to see 100 down, 100 up in rural areas. I am all on board with this. This is exactly what we need in this world where we are relying on it way too much. We need to bring this on. But AT&T is fighting against us. Why? Because that would mean work, and that would mean that the CEO gets one less yacht this year. And so, AT&T is lobbying and fighting against it. So there we have it. All right, new robot from Boston Dynamics. This is at bostondynamics.com, and Stretch is the new robot. No, this is not based on Debian. This is a new robot to take more jobs away, and this one here stacks crates and boxes. So the idea here is that you have your little robot, and they built it to be the size of a pallet, so it will compress itself down into basically the size of a pallet here. I wonder if they have I don't think they have a picture of it closed up, but it'll come out, it'll roll around, it'll stack and move boxes around. It's flexible. Automate case handling anywhere in the warehouse to send one more guy home. There you go. So it's efficient. Doesn't need a coffee break. It's smart. Less said about that, the better. So there we have it. This is kind of the way it works, and just kind of picking up the boxes and moving them around. So there you go. You can contact sales if you need one of these guys to show up to the warehouse near you. So there we have it. There is Stretch, the new robot to take care of all these. All right, now the last feature story here is Amazon responsible for junk. This is a really interesting article. And so online retailer says it cannot vet the sellers, but the judges aren't buying it. So what this is looking at is if you have a retail store, so go into a store and buy a regular product. Maybe you're buying a car seat for a child. This is where you see it the most. And then it's found out that that car seat for that child just does not do really good in an accident. The company has to issue a recall. So then the store is responsible to make sure that the recall happens. So they are responsible to put signs up in the opening entryway. You can walk through. Anytime you go to Walmart, you can look through and see the wall of recalls. They have a lot of them. Sometimes they're on the doors going in. Sometimes they're over in the customer service area. So you'll see things like that. In some cases where they're using the Shoppers Club cards, which I advise you not to do, but in the cases where you're using the Shoppers Club cards, they might actually email you to inform you of a recall of a product that has been purchased with that Shoppers Club card. So these are all things that they do. And as long as the store makes a good faith effort to alert the consumer about the recall, then the store is not liable. But if the store hears about a recall and doesn't do anything about it, then what ends up happening is that the store is now held liable for any damage caused by that recall. Now, the question is, what happens with Amazon? Because Amazon is full of all sorts of stuff. And I've been working on a huge building project right now. And so I think I've ordered about $2,000 of things from Amazon in the last month. And I'm looking at all the stuff, and a lot of the stuff I get's like, pretty good quality. And some of the stuff going, I don't know if this is good. I don't even know if this is safe to keep around here, but hey, let's YOLA, you know? And so it raises these fundamental questions, though. What is going to be the case? So in this situation here, there is a case going on in Texas right now that is in the Texas Supreme Court. And Amazon is saying, we can't possibly vet all the people that are selling things. And so what went on here is there was an Apple TV remote. So she purchased a knockoff Apple TV remote from a third-party seller called USA Shopping, which, of course, USA Shopping, who would have guessed USA Shopping is run by Hu Zixi out of Shenzhen, China? Because Amazon, yo! And they probably paid their way. They probably paid their way to be the Amazon's choice product, right? And so what happened is the batteries popped out and the toddler ate the batteries, and that is a bad thing. So after the batteries burned her daughter, she sought to find out who is behind the Amazon storefront, discovering it was run by Hu Xingji out of Xinjiang, China. Neither the mother nor Amazon has been able to contact this party. So, not being able to contact the party, she's saying, hey, it's going to be Amazon's problem at this point in time because they are not making it aware of dangerous products being sold in the marketplace. And so I don't know where this is going to go, but it's definitely a fascinating case to watch because, in my opinion, Amazon, well, it used to be really good. Now it is so full of garbage that you can't go to the local store and inspect what you might want to buy. You got to order stuff from Amazon, and hopefully it's going to get to you and not burn the house down. And so this raises some serious legitimate questions. Who is responsible for all this third-party knockoff Chinese garbage that is going through Amazon, and you can't tell the difference because either they're hiring a PR firm to make everything look good, they're using fake products, they have no way of contacting them, or, you know, they've bought their way to be an Amazon's choice and hundreds of thousands of these are selling, but nobody really knows it's really a bad product, and that really is the linchpin. Is what is behind this. I would actually, in this case, I would like to see Amazon a little responsible here, because they should be doing a little bit better job vetting things. I mean, I myself, a long time ago, used to sell some things on Amazon. It became so prohibitively hard, yet some back alley place out of Xinjiang, China can set up USA storefront, USA shopping, and sell cheap garbage that damages people and nobody can get a hold of them. So Amazon should be held more liable for this stuff. If the seller cannot be found, Amazon's got to pick up the slack. That would be my interesting take, but it'll see what happens down the road. Well, a reputable company is Linode. If you are looking for some hosting, cloud servers, or anything else like that, have a look at Linode, tlm.li/Linode. You will get $100 in credit, good for 60 days. Spin yourself up some Linodes, play around with it. I did video tutorials end of last year looking at creating a VPN, looking at creating Nextcloud, servers, all sorts of fun stuff over here. So Linode is an excellent product if you are looking for some cloud servers or hosting or things like that. tlm.li/Linode. Well, guys, let's go to Sillyville. First up in Sillyville, this was originally going to be in Smart, but it's just too absurd. A light show for every crit. How good are the $39 Pixel Smart Dice? So these, I mean, I was very saddened to read this. This is all about Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't see any Magic the Gathering represented. This must be Goblinist, right? So you roll your dice, and I guess if you roll your 20, you know, of course your Thaco 20, your crit roll in D&D, it'll flash and do all sorts of cool things. If you have your smart device, your smart dice hooked up to nearby Bluetooth speakers, it'll do cool sound effects too. Whoa! I feel like an episode of Wayne's World. So the idea here is that the dice are going to do really cool things. Oh, you get a 1. Oh, it's a sad 1. It's a sad you've cut your own finger off with your sword. Suffer 1d4 damage. Here's your d20. Oh yeah, rocking it. There you go. There's 20 versus 1. And then I guess here they are dead without the... And I forgot to charge my smart dice. Excuse me. So these, of course, tie into an app. And you kind of roll them out. I mean, really, this is interesting. All D&D based, though. I was so saddened. So $39, you get the case, you get the dice, you get chargers. You get your smartphone app. So you can specify when you roll certain things. This is kind of neat. You can roll different things. You can do... okay, you can play red sad on there. Okay, when the roll is 6, you can play... You know, there's all these different, I can't read all those. But here you go. Here's some different things. There you go. You can chromaticore, rainbow fall your dice. There you go. In a way, it is kind of cool. I got to say, it's neat. But I just think it's absurdity nonsense. But anyway, you can go ahead and get your own $39 smart dice. I think it's like $39. It was either, I think it's one of them maybe. They had the price in here somewhere. I can't remember where the price is, but it's like you pay like a certain amount for one of them, or you can buy the whole set of them for a lot more. Go figure. So YouTuber creates a custom PlayStation 5 out of brass. That's pretty sweet. You know, basically took apart his PlayStation and created a brass one. We'll just pan through the video here a little bit. We're not going to listen to him talk. So here you go. Here he fabricated his brass. So he took off his original parts, manufactured some brass. He had to figure out how to do the play button and stuff like that. So here you go. He puts in a little button in there like that. I guess probably welded stuff on. Now he's bending some more stuff there. Go sand her down, polish her up a little bit, retrofit everything. And there we have it. We have a brass PlayStation. That's pretty epic. I got to say, that's cool stuff. kind of insane, kind of cool. All right, so you guys on Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you are interested, you can actually see the ship stuck in the Suez Canal. Here it is. And we'll leave the commentary off. So he's the airplane driver, and he's kind of guiding his passengers to, hey, here's the Suez Canal. And if you look over this way, you can see the cargo ship is stuck in the Suez Canal. So there you go, guys. I did see one meme about this. It says, some people make mistakes and nobody ever sees it. But when you make a mistake you can see from space, that's a problem. You can actually pick this up on the satellite. So there we have it, guys. There we have it. There's the ship in the Suez Canal. So if anybody is on Microsoft Flight Simulator, there you go. Head on over to the Suez Canal and see if the ship is still stuck in it. William Shatner is presenting himself through interactive AI. We've talked a little bit about this interactive AI in the past. So he's basically, if you can, the way I envision reading about this is kind of like if you watch the movie I, Robot, where Will Smith is interacting with, I forget the chief scientist's name over there, and he'll basically have to ask it certain questions and get certain responses. That's basically what it is. So he's preserving himself in AI. Here he's recording it on the green screen so they can go ahead and edit that out the way that they want to. So there you have it, guys. There you have it indeed. So you can go back and interact with him at a later date because that's kind of the way they are. And on to our feature story today. I'm gonna make you a pizza you can't refuse. So the Italian police were looking for a mob boss, and they find him posting cooking tutorials on YouTube. And he was cooking Italian. So, all right, I'm going to turn a new leaf. I'm going to have a positive contribution to society. I'm going to make you a pizza you can't refuse. Unfortunately, he had tattoos, and the police were able to ID him based on his tattoos. So an alleged mafia fugitive hiding from the Italian police in the Dominican Republic was arrested after being spotted showing off his Italian cooking skills on instructional videos posted to YouTube. He was an alleged member, I'm not going to pronounce that thing, criminal organization based in southern Italy. Reportedly hid his face in the cooking videos but failed to hide his tattoos, leading to his identification. He's been hiding since law enforcement ordered his arrest in 2014 for criminal drug trafficking on behalf of whatever this clan is. So there you go. Hiding from the police, only to be demasked, just to be demasked by your tattoos for cooking Italian cooking tutorials on YouTube. There you have it, guys. Be careful of them tattoos. Be careful of them tattoos. Well, if you'd like to help support the channel, have a look at the Patreon page, patreon.com/TOMM. This will support Linux, Christian, and writing work that we do. So with that, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video from Switched to Linux. This channel would not be possible without the backing of the program supporters scrolling on the screen now. You can be a supporter at Patreon at patreon.com/TOMM or at thinklifemedia.com. I also want to thank the open source community who creates such excellent software that makes producing this show possible. Please remember to support your software communities. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.